I got involved in the Hemi Under Glass when it was developed in 1965. And George Hurst himself wanted to build a car in which Ray Brock, who was the managing editor of Hot Rod magazine, said to him, hey, I got the ideal car, a Barracuda, put a Hemi in the back with a 4-speed, the weight transfer is fantastic and you would be running the AFX class. And he said, and you'd have a good chance. George Hurst came to the plant after the engine was put in the back of the car, and he's standing at the rear of the car, and he said, man, that's really neat with that Hemi under the glass, And everybody goes, that's it, the Hurst Hemi Under Glass. So the car was built. It had a Corvette-style rear suspension under it. It didn't have the wishbone or the solid axle in the back at that time. And we took the car out to test it, and what happened the first time that the car left the ground in low gear, the tires cleared the ground, it came back in and broke the forelink and everything, and so that's when we come back and put a banjo housing in it after that. And we went to Bristol, Tennessee, and the people went nuts, when we brought the car there for the first time and ran the car. And so George goes, now he knows that he has something. Well, what I've always said since I've been driving the car, that I've got the best job in the whole world. I mean, I did. I loved what I did, and I loved the people. One individual came up to the car and he's crying, and he said, I've never seen anything. I was in the military in Vietnam and I didn't get a chance to see this car, and I'm here, and can I sit in it and get a picture, And I mean, it was a lot of different things throughout the years, of people's reaction. That part of it was exciting because now you're thinking, at least when this is all over with, you've left memories with other people behind. But also for myself, because I still miss the crowds,
I first got interested in Hemi Under Glass when, as a kid, I would see it. Watching the cars and playing and everything. And Hemi Under Glass was one of the things you always got to look forward to do. It was a fascinating thing to watch.
So it was always taken care of, it was always clean. I never came to the racetrack dirty, in dirty clothes or a dirty car. And when you do that, you're very proud of what you got, because the people come up and comment about the car, how it looks, how it runs, that type of thing. And that makes you really feel good, because it's part of you.
One of the deals that I cut with Bob is when I bought the first car, it's like, I'll buy the car, you have to take me down the track. And the first time I went down the track, it was like, okay, I can never ever drive these cars. It is amazing. It's the most frantic 10 seconds I've ever seen somebody have with Bob piloting these cars down the track. It's not scary. I mean, I have a lot of faith in Bob. I have, a lot of confidence, but it is just the most flat out exciting thing I have ever done.
Every one of the cars I've ever built, they've all worked. I've never had a problem with any of them ever working. If they go to the auction and somebody buys them and wants to run them, if the person is young enough and I think talented enough, I'd be more than glad to help him, learn to drive the car.
It takes somebody who really has a passion for doing this to really become a collector like this. Every time we take these cars somewhere, every time somebody sees these cars, even if it's in my garage, I get comments. I have people who come up to me. They have tears in their eyes. They want to tell me about their experience and when they first saw it and the things that they remember.
When you sell something and it goes to somebody else, you don't have any control over that anymore, and that's the one thing I do worry about. They take the brand and run it in the ground somewhere or another. I don't know how that would happen, okay? The car is too well known. All the years it's been out there running, 48 years of the Hemi Under Glass being out there, you can't imagine how many pictures, how many people have seen this car run.
I think the biggest significance of these cars is the fact that these cars have really been out there longer than any other cars have ever been out there. It's an enormous, enormous piece of history that thousands and hundreds of thousands of people have seen and remember. I hope that whoever gets these, and I know it's not within my control, I hope whoever gets it understands it's more about the brand than any one of the cars. It's been a real honor to be able to have the brand.